3, 2, 1.
Very hard to do in Los Angeles right now as an art major, as an artist.
I think when you live on the East Coast, you don't see Perth as being this remote place, but when you're in Perth, I think there's a kind of a level of consciousness about it, because people always talk about the East Coast like it's a long way away.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just probably a matter of there is work to do here, and there is a lot of work to do here. Not only, but just to make whatever you're making. You know, I think there's lots of opportunity here to make work, and you probably. I've just been exhibiting in Venice, and I'll be exhibiting in New York in a while, and I think maybe continuing to have your kind of outreach program going on, in all sorts of ways, but what you read and what you do, and then obviously being part of the community here is, I think that all those things are important to sort of having a balanced view. But we came back here really for family, you know. We got family.
I think in some respects, it almost, particularly with art, the art world, I think in some respects it actually doesn't matter where you live.
I think you're right. And I think when you're in the US, you see people on the West Coast, you know, and you see people in Detroit because there's accommodation there, and you see people work everywhere, and we're getting there in Australia. I think the idea of regionality has been slower in Australia than maybe in other areas, but that's a thing of population too, I'm sure. But we do now have regionality in, you know, we have some great regional galleries which are doing well and doing a great job, I think. And I think that's really great. I think it's heartening. And here in Western Australia, there's the same kind of thing, even though we don't have as many cities, you know. But there are some outreach programs going on here which are really interesting, you know, from here, between here and the Pilbara and that sort of stuff.
Mm.
And one of the things that you know, it's funny the way your practice goes along, your career goes along. One of the things that happened in my career was I was making prints. I really like making prints.
Yeah.
Then I started making books. Then there was this book, National Book Award going on, so I sent a book to it, and it was awarded to me. And it's like, and I really like. I've always liked books. And ever since then, making books has been a really important part of my practice. And I don't know how it runs along, kind of. So I make books, and I make artist books, and I really like it. I think it's, but it's not like the, you know, I don't know. My practice is made up of bits and pieces and parts and stuff. So I've been doing these. This is just one little set of things. I've been doing these books, which are like, I call them collected poems. So they're a bit about my writing, and have a bit of writing and a bit of painting and stuff on second-hand book. This is, as you can see, this is a surgery book, a human surgery book, but it's sort of interesting. And this one is my music book. So this is another collected poems book. So I've got a set of these now, and I'm not sure. I just keep making them. They lie around the studio like this, and then I make a bit more and make a bit more. And but most of my artist books are I make them from scratch. You know, make them from the beginning and do that with them about different things.
Do you want to tell me a bit about the work that, in fact, I'm standing in front of at the moment, which is?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a work. I don't like you. I started painting, and then I had never done much, and I don't even suppose. But I was interested in drawing, and I wanted to make a set of paintings that talked about the same thing about borders and stuff. So I made six paintings on linen because I don't know, linen's really. This is prime linen, but I've bent it back and painted on or drawn or whatever. I think of them as drawings, drawn on this side of it.
Yeah.
So there are 6 of them done that tell a story about a man who gets detained, and this story is the story of how I got interested in that, or how I got started doing that. So, and I saw something about, and maybe this covers the whole story really. It was like this is the wharf, and the kind of you know the way you see those signs, keep clear, hanging on the wharf. Well, it was like a border, you know. And then you know the way farmers shoot foxes, and then they hang it all up on the fence to keep the other foxes away. So this was my kind of take on that. So I hung the boats up, the boats that had been captured, if you like. And this is like the ghost of the thing in the background. And the text on here is text from the post-mortem of one of the men that died.